retarded, like really retarded.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I brushed my teeth retarded. I rode bus retarded.
Damn.
To just free myself up to believe that it was okay to be stupid or dumb.
To be a moron.
Yeah.
To be moronical.
Exactly. To be a moron.
An imbecile.
Yeah.
Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
It's almost like I had to sort of fool my mind into believing that it wasn't retarded. And by the end of the whole thing, I was like, wait a minute, you know? I flushed so much out, how am I gonna jumpstart it up again? It's just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
You was farting in bathtubs and laughing your ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've said, I'm not an expert. I don't think anyone is. We're just learning, I've been at this
Well,
for...
no, but I think if you say that we stick to the ground because of magnetism, but magnetism primarily affects metal, and we're not metal, that seems like a fairly big stumbling block to be addressed. Because then what you have to do is you have to say, well, there's a special kind of magnetism that affects everything that's not made of metal plus metal, and then this just sounds like another way of saying gravity.
First, someone told me that if the Earth was flat, then gravity would be way stronger. I'm going to tell you right now, gravity is not a thing. Let's just take gravity and throw it out. Let's just take gravity and throw it out the door. Gravity, not a thing. Gravity does not exist in the flat Earth society. Gravity is not a thing, okay?
Up is up, down is down. If I have a visual aid, I have a pin, and if I release it from my grip, what happens? Anybody? Correct, it falls. Was that gravity? No. The molecules that make up this pin, the plastic, the ink, it's got a little rubber grip on it, are more dense than the molecules of the air surrounding it. The molecules of the air will not support the weight. These molecules are more dense, so they fall. So it falls when you let go.
Density. The same physics apply outside of the water. I don't even know why I'm explaining this. Anything heavier than the surrounding molecules, hence air, water, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's heavier, it's going to sink. It's going to fall to the bottom. If it's lighter than the surrounding molecules, air, water, whatever it is, it's going to float, hence buoyancy, density.
Density and mass make an object heavy. There's no gravity. Density and mass. More visual aids. This is a piece of steel. It's very dense. It is 2.5 pounds. This also steel. Very dense. Considerably heavier. Why? It's bigger. Mass. Density and mass make an object heavy. No gravity involved.
Like the theory of gravity is basically there so you won't go flying off of the spinning ball, from centrifugal force.
We have airplanes going around the Earth. They're just gonna go off the Earth and fall. That's the thing. If the Earth is not flat, this is what would happen. Here's the circle of the Earth. Airplane falls because it came off the edge.
Gravity is a magic word to go along with the heliocentric toy spinning ball model. They've got you under a spell. It's a satanic occult spell that they have you and your family under, that they've had under for the last 400 or 500 years. Snap out of it.
Earth is like, we kind of believe that the Illuminati is like kind of trying to make us believe that the Earth is round, faking satellite images. They're very easy to fake. What else? Faking trips to space. And just stuff like that. You're contributing in that. Like Satanism, sin, lies. Lying is sin. Yes, I mean to tell you that lying is a sin.
Say at some point they really did discover the Earth is not what was discovered and changed from what used to be people believing on the flat Earth. Then all of a sudden all these scientists came and said, oh no, your religion's wrong. This is where we really live. We live on a globe. They had all these mathematical equations they could do to disprove what people could see with their face, with their senses, with their eyes, their ears, their touch, their being. Every fiber of their being tells you don't live on a globe that's hurling through space, spinning around. Again, like my last video, if we're on a ball Earth spinning around, surrounded by this hollow atmosphere, how does that make the atmosphere spin at 1,000 miles an hour? It's so fucking absurd. You've got to believe in voodoo to believe the shit. Because every real world experience around us, simple as a home fan cooling your ass off on a hot day, has propeller blades. Because if you just put a circle in the middle of that fan prop, it's not going to get too cool. It's not going to create airflow. It's not going to make the atmosphere spin at 1,000 miles an hour around it. There would have to be something creating the resistance to get the air moving. So that alone is so absurd, I can't believe people believe it. Because this invisible radioactive atmosphere just suddenly causes all the... Really? Wow. Really?
How does the atmosphere stay on the Earth?
Well,
in the flat model,
there are two.
Are the clouds magnetically attracted to the Earth as well?
There are two theories, like either the infinite plane model, which some people believe, but most people believe that it's a dome.
How high is the dome?
Let's see. Well, people, like, I sent you a video of an amateur rocket going up 73 miles and then hitting. If we're talking about the dome model, I would imagine that it would be higher in some places and lower in others, like lower in the southern hemisphere than in the northern hemisphere.
And do you have any idea what it's made of? I assume it's clear, of course, because the sun has to shine through it. The sun is not under the dome, right?
There's some people who think that it's made of sapphire. There's some people that think the sun is above the dome. There's some people that think it's in it. On our model, the sun is about 3,000 miles up, and we do have a lot of ways to confirm this.
And is that right that it's 32 miles across?
Yeah.
Instead of some people say, we'll call them the scientists, say that it's 840,000 miles across, but according to this cosmology, it's 32 miles across and only a few thousand miles away.
Yeah, the scientists throughout time have constantly changed their numbers. Like the distance to the sun has changed dramatically to fit their model, not to measure what it is in reality.
You're retarded.
What?
Here's a pamphlet. It details just a couple of
Well,
the services
no,
offered to
wait,
someone in
back
your
up, back up.
position.
Did you just call me retarded?
I just diagnosed you retarded.
I first started looking into flat Earth in September of last year, 2015. It's been almost 6 months now, and I have watched hundreds of videos since then. And I've been looking into flat Earth. It's, for the first time in my life, I'm actually excited about learning. Anyway, this flat Earth is pretty cool. I mentioned Occam's razor. The simplest solution is generally the correct one. I would also like to state that the KISS principle, perhaps you've heard of it, KISS, keep it simple, stupid, is a very useful tool in life.
What is it?
It changes your whole perspective on shit.
That are trying to prove the flat Earth by saying, since we see that the horizon is a straight line, then the Earth must therefore necessarily be flat. That is not quite correct, because of how our vision works.